Hey fam, it's Light here with another thought-provoking discussion. U.S. teen suspected in killing of police officer blindfolded by police in Rome. The importance of separating ourselves from our oppressors. I get the feeling that our oppressors are trying to make it look like we are united in a front amongst the other countries, the international world. This is what Trump is trying to make it look like for us. Like we're one. Like he said, we're one. The Kamala Harris, she is a international child. Born and probably raised in America, right? So she sees things from a perspective of the dominant society. On the down low, everyone knows that we are not treated fairly. But due to the large majority of us who choose to believe in the minds that we are a one people, that everybody's everybody and love everybody mentality, I call it a disease that our people are under. We get this. We get, so when this will tend to say that it represents us as Americans. My feelings on this is that we definitely need to be separated. We definitely need to have our own voice, because a lot of times even our African counterparts think in their minds that somehow there is still a little collaboration, even though we know that we are treated way under par compared to the rest of the society. So let's get into this article, because it's a big part of the scheme of things to come. Oh, and also, there's been many Americans arrested abroad, but the only one, but the only one, the bigger scheme of things is there's Americans being arrested, and what kind of conclusion does that draw amongst the international world? You know, they know that, and they understand our power of influence. So it seems like they're trying to, in some sort of way, hinder that, because they know that their relationships internationally has already dwindled due to someone who can't control their diarrhea of the mouth. So with that said, let me get into this article. Italian police have launched an investigation in shocking image that shows one of the two young Americans arrested over the killing of an Italian police officer. Blindfolded at a police station in Rome, the image was linked to the respected Italian newspaper, Corriere della Sera. Italian police have confirmed the authenticity of the photo and told CNN that a two-pronged investigation has been launched into both why the suspect was blindfolded and who leaked the photo to the press. So that's all they're concerned for when there's been a person shot overseas. The General Command of Carabinieri Police strongly distances itself from the photo of the people detained for the homicide of the police Mario Sergio Rega, however you pronounce it. The provincial Carabinieri Command of Rome is quickly carrying out investigations to locate Okay, go. Quickly carrying out investigations to locate who is responsible. Police said in a statement Sunday, the two Americans, Finnegan Lee Elder, 19, and Gabriel Natel, were arrested while on vacation in Rome in connection with the murder of Italian police officer Mario Sergio Rega on Friday. Italian police told CNN Saturday Officer Rega, 35, was stabbed 8 times at 2 a.m. local time on Friday in the Prati neighborhood of Rome, near the hotel where 2 young men were staying. Police said he was declared dead at 4:30 a.m. Surveillance footage and witness testimonies had allowed the Capitol Line investigative unit to identify the two responsible for the heinous crime, according to the police statement. Now, this is the man they killed. The 2 Americans, both from San Francisco, were arrested inside their hotel room in Rome. Police alleged the boys stole a backpack from a man whom they had approached about buying drugs. The order and details of what happened next are still being investigated. However, police allege the Americans stole the backpack because they were sold crushed aspirin instead of cocaine. The teenagers subsequently answered the owner's cell phone, which they had also taken, and told him they would not return the backpack without 100 euros and 1 gram of cocaine. Police added, see, this is why you always take a voice recorder with you and you record your experiences. Because sometimes things can be a he said, she said situation. And this reminded me when they said that when they were making this opposition with the cell phone owner, After police were contacted by the owner of the stolen bag, officers met the American suspects under the guise of retrieving the backpack, police said. Both the Americans are accused of assaulting the police officers, who reportedly identified themselves as law enforcement officers. Then one of the suspects took out a knife and stabbed the officer 8 times before fleeing the scene, police said. The officers were unarmed, police added. Carabinieri police force said in a statement that the Americans were arrested Friday night for the crime of aggravated murder and attempted extortion. Alleged confession. Police allege both Americans confessed to taking part in the assault and said Elder confessed in the early hours of the interrogation. On Friday to murder. Elder's public prosecutor appointed lawyer Francesco Codini said that during this court appearance Saturday, his client had maintained his right to remain silent in front of a judge. In a statement to CNN, Elder's family said, "We write as a family to express our deepest condolences to grieving family and community that loved. We are shocked and dismayed at the events that have been reported, but have very little independent information about these events." Elder's family added that haven't been able to have any communication with their son so far and appealed to the public to respect their privacy. Italian police can legally hold the suspects for an entire year without official charges. Italy's far-right Interior Minister Matteo commented on the blindfold photo Sunday, saying in a statement to those complaining about the blindfolding of the arrested, remember that the only victim to cry for is the man, the son, the husband, who is 35 years old, carabiner officer, a servant of the homeland who died in service at the hands of the people who is guilty, deserve only life imprisonment. The day before, Salvini had called for lifelong prison sentences for accused teens, despite them not having even been put on a trial. Hoping that the murderers of our poor policemen will never get out of prison, I remind the do-gooders that in the United States, whoever kills risks the death penalty. I'm not saying we should go that far, but life in prison, obviously working this, yes. Salvini wrote in a message on Twitter on Saturday. There you go. The man had, his marriage picture. Just got married in June. Slain officer Riga had only recently returned to work from his honeymoon after getting married on June the 13th in his hometown of Soma. A wake will be held for him Sunday evening at Chapel of Piazza, Monte di Piazza, Rome, near the police station where he was based. His funeral will be held Monday in the same church where he was married. So, yeah, I really think that our people need to separate first and then repair ourselves. This is the time. This is our season. And we can do it if we have the willpower of change. Until next time, true love, real peace, the higher self within the soul. Till next time, love and peace.